have to understand why the inequality changes directions when dividing or multiplying by a negative. So number 3, you're going to solve each of these inequalities and graph it to a solution. Okay, A through D. Notice these are all unique because you see, notice there's some negative numbers there. So to remind you about the core idea here is that when you multiply or divide by a negative number, make sure you flip the inequality. Okay, so make sure you have this memorized. When you multiply or divide by a negative number, you flip the inequality. Okay, so I'm going to make sure we have this while we do each one of the problems. Okay, so here, let's draw the line down. Okay, our goal is try to get x by itself. Remember, it is attached via multiplication. So you're going to divide by -2 to both sides because that is what's attached here. And then this cancels because it makes the number 1, leaving you with just an x. Okay, then 18 divided by -2 becomes a -9. So now please take a look at the inequalities here. Because you divided by a negative, this inequality here will actually flip. All right, so now when you graph it, it says x is greater than -9. So here's -9, here's 0. So this is open. X is greater than -9. So it's all the way, everything to the right of it. All right, let's look at B here. We have -1/5. Okay, so I'm just going to make my life easier and just either attach it to the -1 or the -5. I'm going to attach it to the -5. Okay, so I'm going to multiply both sides here by -5. And the reason why I do that is because, right, this is going to cancel, right? And I'm going to now leave with a 1x. Oops, sorry, I forgot my line, right? Okay, and then the 4 times -5 becomes a -20. Okay, notice that this cancels, right? But the fact that I multiply by negative, this inequality flips. Okay, no one really writes this 1 in front, so this would be your final answer. X is less than or equal to -20. So here's the number line, here's -20, here is 0. Okay, close it here, and x is less than -20, so it's everything all the way to the left. All right. Okay, let's take a look at this. We have -10. It is greater than and equal to -5x. So it's attached via multiplication. So how do we get rid of it? Oops, let's draw a line down the middle. We are now going to divide by your -5 to both sides. We do that, so this cancels. Okay, -10 divided by -5 gets us a +2. This cancels, leaving you with just an x, and this inequality changes direction. Okay, so you want to change. So this is the correct answer. This is correct, but if you want to graph it, it's better to have the letter on the left. So write it like this. Okay, because this way you can read it much easier. Because this reads x is greater than or equal to 2. So close it, and it's greater than, so I just go to the right. Okay, that's the reason why. Okay, both correct answers are correct. I prefer graphing it with the letter on the left. All right. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's draw a number line down. Right. Okay, that's just to remind you. All right, and again, we have this negative we can attach to any number. I'm going to either attach it to the 1 or the -3. I'm going to attach it to the 3 here to make it a -3. All right, so how do I get rid of a divide by -3? Well, I'm going to multiply it by -3. I'm going to multiply it by -3. -3 times -4, it is a +12. Okay, this cancels, right? Look, this cancels, right? Leaving you with just a 1x. This inequality, this symbol does change because, again, you're multiplying by a negative number here. No one writes this 1, though. Right, so this is the correct answer. And if you want to graph it, the letter should be on the left. So x is, we change all the symbols, so x is actually less than or equal to 12. Here's the number line, here's 0, here's 12. We close it here, and x is greater than that, so it's everything to the right. Okay, so there you go. All right, in every single one of these problems, we actually had to flip the inequality. Why? For A, we divided by negative. For B, we multiplied by negative. For C, we divided by negative. And D, we multiplied by a negative. So in all these problems, I had to flip the inequality because they multiply or divided by negative. Remember, the last two problems, the only reason why I flipped it again is because I wanted to graph it. Okay? I just wanted to graph it. This is still the correct answer here. This is still correct. This is still correct, okay? I just prefer this to graphing it, all right? There you go.